Hi friends, this is Sandeep from PAR. The reason to make this video today is to explain to the common man or the home buyer about RERA. It will be really very helpful for everyone if they try to understand what is RERA before they buy a home. So understanding the things prior to buying will definitely help you to enter into a safer deal or avoid the deals where there is a chance of a dispute. So, RERA Act 2016 has 10 chapters and 92 sections. Out of these 10 chapters, 6 chapters are more important for every common man to understand. The first chapter, which has 2 sections, that is 1 and 2, gives you a clear idea about the extent, the commencement of RERA and the definitions where it is very clearly mentioned who is promoter, who is agent, who is allottee, what is defined in carpet area. So if you understand all these details, you will definitely have a very clear idea. So for a common man, it is really necessary to understand to avoid traps like sellable area and carpet area. Going ahead to chapter 2, it is the registration process, that is registration of the promoter and registration of the agent. So common man should understand that whenever he is dealing into real estate, he should deal only with the registered promoters, that is registered projects, and registered agents if he wishes to go with the agent. So for that you need to understand what are the processes. Who is a registered agent? What is the validation of the registration? If you consider projects has 3 stages, that is first is basic registration, then comes extension of the registration. There are 2 types of extensions that we will discuss in detail later. But after registration, there is also provision of revocation of the project. Coming to chapter 3, it is about the functions and duties of the promoters. If you consider the cases that are piling up in RERA, which is definitely becoming a cause for delay in delivery of justice to the actual aggrieved person, we definitely would request the common man to understand this chapter 3 and 4 very neatly, because this is the basic crux. If you understand these chapters 1, 3 and 4, then definitely I think we can avoid multiple cases. So chapter 3 is from section 11 to section 18, which clearly tells you about the functions and duties of the promoter. Coming to chapter 4, it is of only one section, that is 19, which tells you the duties of a allottee, that is you, the buyer. So even buyer has certain duties, is bound by certain duties, as well as he has certain rights. These are clearly mentioned in section 19, which is in chapter 4. Going to chapter 5, it is about a regulatory authority. A common man might not be that much interested in this chapter, so we are skipping this chapter. This is not that much important. Chapter 8 is important again because this chapter tells you the details about the offences, penalties and adjudication. When the rights and duties are not followed, then definitely there is a provision of penalties. All these penalties and the conditions for these penalties, extent of these penalties, all you will find here in chapter 8. Chapter 9 is again about the finance accounts and audits and reports, which definitely is not directly helpful to the common man. On the basis of this chapter 10, every state has its own regulatory authority. Like in Maharashtra, we have MahaRERA. Section 84, 85, 86 thereon gives the rights to the appropriate state governments to form an authority for their particular state, which will lay down certain rules and regulations. And on the basis of this, we are having MahaRERA regulatory authority. Here in the further video, we will explain you in detail about all the chapters that are important for you, that is chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 8 and chapter 10. And thereafter we will explain you in detail about Maharera Rules and Regulations, which has 4 chapters and 23 sections. Till then, thank you. But yes, subscribe to this channel so that you can get all the updates. Thank you.